Manchester United taking on Newcastle back in the Premier League at Old Trafford. Beat them 4-1 last time out to start a flurry of goals, and Manchester United started the season off a bit ropey but managed to get the job done against them early in the season. They're not a very good side. They've been playing pretty poor recently. Only won, I think, 2 out of about their last 11 games in the Premier in football, and they lost last time out 2-0 against Chelsea. Now, they have lost their main man, Callum Wilson, who was their top goal scorer and was their real threat going forward. They have got a couple of other decent options there, but they are pretty much toothless without Callum Wilson. He has been in terrific form for them this season, scored a number of goals, and he's out for between 6 to 8 weeks reportedly, which is a massive blow for them. They're probably, I'm not sure how they're going to line up. Almiron will probably play furthest forward with Dwight Gale and St Maximus up there as well. St Maximus doesn't look like a bad player, decent player, probably doesn't score enough goals like what Callum Wilson does. That is their problem, and Dwight Gale doesn't really get a lot of goals either. But Almiron, I think, is their top scorer at the moment without Callum Wilson. So they're not good. They're not the best of teams at all. So Manchester United got to really take advantage of this with the fact that they've got Callum Wilson out, and that front three up there isn't really hasn't really got players in there that you would be really fearful of for Manchester United. But saying that, we know what Manchester United are like. One week we win 4-0 away in Real Sociedad. The other time we draw 1-1 away with Fat Sam's West Brom. You just don't know what you're going to get from Manchester United. We don't want them to set up and park the bus. Playing like, if they play like Real Sociedad, I think Manchester United would have a field day. But they're going to set up deep and probably look to use look to use their pace to get in behind Manchester United. And we're going to have to break this team down. It's going to be difficult. I would expect there to be some changes from Thursday night, and I would expect again the previous Thursday, because this game is more important than Thursday. We're pretty much through to the Europa League last 16, so Manchester United have got to get the job done in this game to make us clear in the race for that Champions League football. Just to make it safe. We've really got to fucking make that sure that is safe. We cannot afford to drop any more points in the league and make it an effort to qualify for the Champions League. We want it to be done and dusted so we can concentrate on 2 cup competitions, because we're not going to win the league now. We fucking know that. Now, De Gea will probably come back in goal. I think Henderson should get another run out. Luke Shaw will come in at left back ahead of Telles. No problem with either there. But Telles will probably get another run out in the next game against Real Sociedad. Wan-Bissaka will play. Then it will be hopefully Bay and Maguire centre back. I think we won like 8 out of 9 or something, or 8 out of a good amount of wins when Bay's been playing at centre back alongside Maguire. I think we've only dropped points in 1 game, I think, or had 1 defeat and 1 draw since Bay's been playing this season, but he hasn't played nowhere enough. Got to get some consistency and got to give him more game time when fit. Midfield, it's going to be Scott McTominay and Fred if Scott McTominay's fit. If he's not, he'll probably go for Matic. Not a lot of options if Donny van der Beek's out as well, and with Pogba out as well. Then it will be Bruno Fernandes. Then the forward line, probably, I'm not sure what he's going to go for. Greenwood, Marshall and Rashford will probably be the front 3 if Cavani's not fit. If Cavani is fit, it'll probably be Greenwood, Rashford and Cavani, or it will be, if not, it'll be obviously Marshall instead of Greenwood. But it shouldn't really be, because when one of them are playing out on the right, it's not good enough for Manchester United. When Rashford or Marshall are playing out on the right, I don't think that's good enough. Greenwood's better than them out on the right, although he hasn't been good enough this season for Manchester United to get us up challenging for the title. His form's been pretty inconsistent for Manchester United, but the only other option would be Dan James, and Dan James is coming into a little bit of form right now, but I don't think he's done enough quite to probably dislodge any of that forward 4 players. Even though Marshall and Greenwood haven't been in the best of forms this season, certainly Marshall of late hasn't been good enough for Manchester United. But I'm still going into this game confident, whichever front 3 we put out there, along with Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United have got to get this job done this time around, but we have sometimes struggled against these sort of opposition, and it will be another test for Manchester United. But getting the 3 points here, if the other teams can slip up, if Liverpool can slip up at Everton, that would give Manchester United an 8 or 9 point gap over them, which would be massive, because we need to get a big gap now. Between now and the end of this weekend, we need the others, Chelsea and Liverpool, to really slip up, or Leicester, because we've got Chelsea away next, and then after that we've got Man City coming up, and the chance of getting 6 points out of them 2 is pretty slim. So this game is a game where Manchester United have got to get the 3 points. We really do. I think Manchester United will get the 3 points, but obviously if Newcastle do drop deep and defend well, then it is going to be hard for Manchester United. But generally that isn't the case. But West Brom have shipped in a shitload of goals this season, over 50 goals, and Manchester United struggled to break them down and only got 1 goal in that game. Maybe if we brought Greenwood on in that game a lot earlier, it would have been a bit different, because he looked quite good when he come on in that game. But maybe that was because it was against tired legs. They'd put a great shift in West Brom. Maybe that was why he looked better in that game. I wasn't convinced that he was at his best in the week against Real Sociedad, but he will probably start the game anyway, and Manchester United have got to be on the front foot looking to attack and hopefully score some goals. But we're just as likely to win this game 4-0 as we are to draw it 1-1 or lose it 2-1. That is the thing with Manchester United at this moment in time. We've got to keep it solid at the back, got to be on our A game if they get any corners, free kicks, anything like that. We've seen what's happened with the likes of Everton and teams like that when we've given away stupid corners, stupid free kicks. We're not very good defensively still at this moment in time. Maybe Eric Bailly can be key to this with his pace, with them and their pace as well, getting in behind Manchester United. Eric Bailly could be a key man for this game. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. How do you see it going? I'm going for Manchester United winning this game 2-0. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please do hit the share button if you're watching this on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.